Hi there. Good morning. It is Wednesday, March 29th, and I'm here with this week's real estate market update for the Northern Neck. So I do residential properties. Well, I talk about residential properties in Lancaster and Northern Neck. They are counties here on the eastern part of Virginia. And I also go into a little bit of land because we are kind of rural, so we do have a lot of land. So I touch on that a tidbit. So let's get to it. Okay, so our strength of market overall for residential properties in Lancaster and Northumberland has gone up since last week. Last week we were at 74%, 74%, and this week we are at 80% strength of market. So what does that mean? Well, that tells us whether we are in a buyer's market or in a seller's market. So if that strength of market number is 55% or higher, we are in a seller's market. And if it's below 55%, you got it, we're in a buyer's market. So at 80% this week, we are certainly in a seller's market, and it is a bit stronger than it was this time last week. We have 80 active listings. Last week we had 82, so it's pretty similar, which is actually our 80 active listings on the market this week is up 21% over this time last year. So I found that very interesting. Our average days on market for residential properties is 142 days, which is up 38% over last year. So things were definitely moving. We had less inventory and things were moving quicker this time last year. So now I'll break it down into price points because just because we overall are at 80% or in a seller's market does not mean that all price points are. As you will tell, we have one that is currently still in a buyer's market. So let me compare this. All right. So for 0 to 200,000, our strength of market is 145%, which is the exact same as last week. The numbers are all the same. We have 11 active listings, 16 are pending closing or under contract. Our average days on market for this price point now is 40 days. So pretty short. So we had some ones that have been on the market longer, did sell. So we are now at 40 days on market average for this price point. 200 to 400,000, that has gone up in strength of market. We are at 68% strength of market. We have 22 active listings and 15 are pending closing or under contract. 400 to 600,000, that has slightly gone up in strength of market. It was 92% this week. We're at 93 this week. Gaining steam on this price point into a higher seller's market. So of course, 93, it is in fact a seller's market with 13 contracts that are pending closing or under contract and 14 that are active on the market. 600 to 800,000, we are looking at 120% strength of market. Now that has gone down from last week. It was at 122. There are 10 active listings and 12 are pending closing and under contract. 800 to 1 million. This is our baby that is in a buyer's market. Oh, and I fibbed. We have 2 in a buyer's market, but 1 just barely. We'll get to that in a minute. So this one is most certainly at 20%, well under that 55% threshold. So it is in a buyer's market with 10 active listings and only 2 that are pending closing and under contract. So 1 million plus is of course our other baby that is quite often in a buyer's market, but it's at 46%. So not quite to that seller's market, but it has gained steam. Last week we were at 38%. So we have 13 active listings and 6 are pending closing and under contract. Now this price point, it's the average days on market is pretty similar to last week, but it's at 308 days for average days on market in this price point. So that is it for the residential portion. Now let's talk a little bit about land. So this week we have 443 active listings on the market. So we've gained quite a few. We had 436 this time last week. Now overall for our 443, we are still down 16% in inventory compared to last year. Last year we had 528 lots on the market. So we're down 16%. Our average days on market is 845 days, which is roughly about what it was this time last year. It was like 833. So it's pretty similar average days on market for active listings. So those are your numbers. Now, head on over to my website. I have my spreadsheets on my website, and there is a lot more detail on there than I give in these videos. So you can head on over there. You can find low prices. In my price points, you can find the low and the high price points, average list price, average square foot. I break some information down by Lancaster and then Northumberland. So yeah, head on over to my website and you can find a lot more information there. If you have any questions about these numbers, anything real estate related, or anything about the Northern Neck, what is there to do around here? Where's a good place to eat? Hit me up. Let me know. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. So that is it for your market update this week. I hope you all have a great week and an even better weekend. And again, if you have any questions or need anything from me, just let me know. All right.